Alright. Time to jump into some replay review. Alright. So, this is Death Zeus, Maddie, and Carson as well. Or, yeah, Maddie, Carson. So we'll get right into replay review here. Just so you guys have some more stuff to learn from. We'll do 1 or 2 replays. I'll put them on YouTube, so you guys can watch them more. So we'll just we'll start with the fly camera, see what you guys are doing on kickoff here. Okay, hold on. This is the wrong side. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's see. So here, you know, you should have a free ball, Maddie. This is just a fairly easy hit. You can even take a shot if you wanted to. If I were you, I'd hit it high on the backboard. Look for a pass to Mustang. Chris, hopefully Maddie will call you off of this, so you can just head back and be third man, really. Just kind of rotate to, like, around this, like, midfield area, grab a couple pads. All you need is, like, 40 or so. 40 boost. But Maddie, let's see how you jumped here. I think you missed because I think you just... Yeah, so here you're coming from like too low of an angle to get a touch. It was close, but you just gotta be more accurate with your with how you hit the ball there, because it's just yeah, you gotta hit that. Like, if I were you, because it'll be a lot harder of an angle to try to hit it to Carson in the middle. So if you're gonna be like, if it is a difficult ball, just try to bang it off the backboard, because you know they're off a kickoff. They probably don't have very many boosts. There's no one on the backboard right now, so they can't really get to it. So bang off the backboard from Mustang, you get a nice, easy, like a much easier touch. You could even get a goal off of it. Instead, you kind of just miss, and then it's really awkward 50 for Chris. And that honestly should be a goal here, if that guy didn't like hit it like crazy. And then that guy should have scored it again there. Mustang, you probably don't have any boost here. Oh, you do have a lot of boost actually. So, being like right here, yeah, you did get bumped. You did see that? You just went way too fast. If I were you, get a touch up towards the backboard, and then you have a lot of boost. So you can touch it easily here. Get it to the corner if you want to. Just try to hit it really high and then get on the backboard and then clear it. Like, you just panicked kind of because you knew you were last back, and that would have been a goal like right here. This guy should have had a goal like right here. No shot in the world. He should have missed this, but he did. But instead, it's a 50-50. That's a good positioning on the backboard. I really like that. Like I said, the backboard is the safest place to be on defense, especially if you're rotating back without any boost. That way, if a ball's high, you can get to it easy. If a ball's low, you can drop down with like the force of gravity. Here, you need to get a hit off that. It's going pretty slowly. Maybe you didn't read the ceiling bounce, probably. But, you should be prepared for the ceiling bounce, because, you know, it is going up a little bit of force, and like right about there, you should know it's gonna hit the ceiling, right? It's going pretty quick. So jump off the wall, and if it doesn't hit the ceiling, you can always recover. But if it does, then like, you know, then you're already in position for it. But instead you miss, you kind of put yourself out of position. If I were you here, Maddie, get that boost too in the back corner, because you have somebody in net, and nobody is on this left side to really get a pass across. So you land, get this boost really quickly, and just kind of go like right here on the wall. So if the ball is like on the backboard, like he should have hit that towards backboard, then it would have been a lot different. Okay, so here you can clearly see that the ball is going to go up the field, so make sure you just press out on the left side, because you know that there's not going to get like a touch towards the net super easily. Also here, Maddie, you have all the time in the world, and if you call it out that you're going for it and leave Mustang mid, then you can bait that TXNR guy in, because he's most likely going to like kind of hesitate because he doesn't see anybody going, because you're the one going. And then Mustang, once he gets baited in, he's probably like right around, like, I don't know, maybe here. Once you catch up to it, tries to jump. He's not getting to this before you because you have the speed. Mustang can get a touch middle. There's nobody over there, and the only guy you have to worry about is the guy in net. But instead, Mustang kind of gets a touch because you didn't call it off. And then it just kind of give him possession away. You could have had a much better touch there too, Mustang, if you had any boost. Like, you need to get better for sure at, like right here, you have a lot of, once again, you have a good amount of boost. So you should be jumping here and like tapping it so the ball is like just kind of sent slightly upward so that you can jump, get onto the wall, and then get a touch middle. Instead, you just kind of hit it off the wall, and that doesn't really do anything, right? That's the biggest thing that a lot of people have issues with at every rank, basically, is sure, you can hit the ball, sure, you're fast, but if you're not doing something with the ball that means anything, then you're just doing nothing. You're like, congrats that you hit the ball, but you literally accomplished, you gave it to them quicker, basically. So what you accomplished is nothing there. So just always be aware of like, hey, I need to touch this ball to somebody to make sure something happens. I'll give you a couple examples after this in game. I'll show you a replay that I had yesterday, 2 days ago, just to see what I mean by it. That was a really good touch. Let me see, actually. That was a good initial push because you need to go for this because, you know, if he goes for a flip reset, then it's really dangerous. You just got to put pressure on him so that he doesn't have enough time to do exactly what he wants to do. Sure, you could have got a bump on him. Sure, you could have got a touch on the ball, but just the pressure is pretty good. So Maddie, if I'm here, right, this guy is not getting a touch on this ball. Let me see. And if Chris is just going up to contest, you see already from right here that he's not going to touch, right? The ball, you could easily, if you were more comfortable in your car, you could touch it over to this side of the net instead, which is what I prefer, because that way you put Mustang on back post and you can continue to the ball. But instead you put it in a really awkward spot. Mustang has to do like a weird 180 in net. And then you kind of give it to him right away. If this was a pass mid, you guys get scored on every single time. And it definitely could have been. If these guys were any better, that's a pass toward TXNR easily, and that is a goal every single time. This guy hit it just a little too high. If hit it low, that is going in. So that's the issue of sending it like back to them right away. And then here, let me see. I guess that's fine. I was thinking if I were you, I wouldn't really go for that because he can't really hit a shot towards net, and you know that he's just probably going to hit it somewhere useless. So if you would have waited, you could have had a nice, easy touch here instead. But he misses, unfortunately. Here, also, just an awareness thing, a slight little thing. If you see the ball coming towards you, and you see Maddie back there, hit it back to the corner, like, right? Because that sends them and be like, don't obviously bang it towards the net. You don't want to do that. But it's really easy. You just get like a nice, you get underneath the ball, you tap it towards Maddie. Maddie can work with Chris now. If you hit it right to Maddie here, instead of him having to go for it all the way over here and potentially, like, you know, getting cluttered, Chris could have the ball over here now, and then he has this entire field to work with, right? And instead it was just a panic play. That was a good pass. Let me see. That was a really awkward way to go for it. If I were you, Maddie, try to get underneath it more. Because, like, right here, you should be, at this point, you should be underneath the ball. Like, obviously it bounced off the wall a little bit, but that's not an excuse to miss it. You tried to get a good recovery on it by going underneath it and try to scoop it, but at the same time, you should still be going up and getting a better touch mid here. Because if you do, you send it a little bit higher, right? Then Chris has a goal every single time. Instead, you send it kind of low, and that guy had the chance to save it, which is what he did. Yeah, so right here, Mustang, your last back, that was really good. That was good. Waited for him to get the ball. You have a lot of time here. That was a great pass. That was a good idea for a pass. And yeah, actually, that was pretty decent too. Zeus, right away, although that was a good pass, Chris, I want you to immediately on this touch send it back to the left, because you see this guy over flipping right here. Because from your perspective, you see this happening. This guy's over flipping. You know if you hit it forward, it's going to go right into him. But Maddie is right over here on the left side. You bang it up towards the wall. He's a full booster grab. He can get a nice like shot on net, or, you know, a good play off the wall and more progression. So instead you just kind of gave it to him because you hoped it would work, but it didn't. Okay, here. That was awkward. Mustang, if you're the one who's first pushing this ball, your most important duty is to stop as much of an angle on net as possible. Instead, you try to go for a boost that isn't there, and then you cut off that angle, right? So this guy has a full shot on target for your teammate. Instead of that going for that boost, be like right here, so that when you do jump, or like, you know, follow the ball so that when you do jump, you can be in front of it and try to get a 50 out towards the direction, because you just gave him a free shot on net. If your teammates were trusting you to get a touch there, it would have been the goal if they shot on target. And that's why Maddie pushed up so far as well, is because he thought you were getting a cut on the angle here, and then he turned back when he realized you weren't, and then he made it really awkward in net. Maddie, if you are in this awkward spot here, like, if I were you, I would stay right here. Don't push up any farther. But if you do, right here, you see, go up the wall. Like just go up the wall. Instead you turn towards that, you make it super awkward. If you go up the wall here, then you'll be up on this position. You actually get a challenge right here off the wall. And then, you know, Crystal will be in that. You guys will have a lot less awkward of a time. Just be more ready for what you think they're going to do. It's very, very obvious in Rocket League how the car is going to hit the ball. If they are traveling up, like right here, without hitting the ball, you were going to hit it to the left. Or the ball is going to go to the left, right? That's what happens. And here, this guy right here is going to hit it towards the wall, try to get a bounce or a pass to his teammate. And that's exactly what it does. Here, you're going to try to get a double tap off the wall, so you send it up the field, right? And that's what you do. Next thing, this guy, Shorty Burt, is trying to beat Mustang here. If he does, he's going to try to get a hit off the corner. If Mustang wins, he's just trying to send it down the field. But it's very easy to tell exactly what's happening. Maddie and Skipper in a 1v1. Chris is going to try to get it here, probably bang it off the corner. That was a good 50. Mustang here is probably just going to try to bang it off the corner again. This is really awkward. You guys are all in the same spot. This is competitive. Get out of 1v1s. There's no reason for it. It's stupid, honestly. Like, sure, clout-wise, yo, rule 1. Like, sure, if you're good enough to 2v2 the rest of the other team, then go for it. But at the level you guys are at, I think, don't worry. Like, it's competitive. If it causes you to lose a game in your season for a stupid rule, then don't do it, honestly. Here, I'll keep going. I'll show you guys exactly what I mean by this. This guy's going to try to get a touch towards middle. He's probably going to get it, yeah, right towards the middle here. Chris is going to take it up the wall right away. Yep, get the boost. This guy is going to go up the wall and try to contest it. Misses it. That's a good pass. Mustang's going to try to go for this, but probably miss. Oh, that was a good shot, actually. That was a good banger. Let's see. This guy's probably going to land underneath and try to get a touch on the ball. Yeah, he just went back. I want you guys to be thinking about this as you're playing. It's very, very, very easy in Rocket League to read what they're doing, right? So, you gotta think about what you've done, what you've seen in the past. This guy, since the ball's going to the right, it's either this TXNR guy is gonna go and set up the wall for his teammate, or the Shreddy Burt guy is gonna go for it. Instead, they both go for it, which they shouldn't have. Mustang's to try to get a touch off the backboard here, and hopefully send it to the corner is what he should do. But he had no boost. This Shorty Burst guy gonna take a shot, probably towards the right. Yep, that's exactly what happens, right? You can even tell to the point of exactly where they're gonna shoot it to, because he's coming from this side, right? He's got this angle. He's gonna shoot it to the right. That's exactly what happens, right? Yeah, Mustang, you here. Let me see how much boost you have. Yeah, you have so much boost too. Like, go up the wall, right? You see right away, right? This guy is going right here. You see right from this exact spot. I want you to see. Okay, this guy's gonna send it up the wall, which means you go to the backboard. You hesitated here for no reason. If you go up the backboard here, you literally are already up there and you get a clear, right? And then that would avoid the entire goal. Like, the safest spot on defense is the backboard. If you see them trying to get the ball off the ground, go to the backboard if you're in a good spot for it. That was a good 50 win. That should have been a goal. Maddie, make sure you're following this, even if you think it's in, which you did. You kind of left it still. You got to be ready for it not to go in. It's off the kickoff. That barely happens how it is. So cementing those could really change a game. Definitely have that on target too, Mustang. We need to really fix our misses, because misses should not happen at this level. Like right here, you have so much space. There's no one contesting you, right? There's no reason to miss this. You got to be a little more comfortable. You just kept going too low. Like, I don't really know. Let me see from perspective again. Okay, yep, you turn. You have a good enough boost. Like, yeah, you just... Let's see if he double jumped. No, he didn't. It's good to save your second flip. You should be able to hit this. Like it's double. You either double jump and take a shot, or you jump once and then take a shot on target. Should be a goal or a backboard touch. That honestly should be fixed as soon as possible. Everybody has the problem with it, even Caleb. It's not just a one-person thing. Every single person here has a problem with it. It's like I said, it needs to be fixed more consistently. So you guys should be working on it together. And when you're in game and someone does miss, do not be like, "Why did you miss that?" Because you probably missed the ball too. You're just seeming like an asshole. So if you guys are trying to work on it to get better, work on it together. Mustang, turn back towards middle more. Chris should have a good touch here, and you just went all the way back, which is you don't need that full boost. You have so many pads around here to get, and then Chris sent it middle. If you are there right now, you know you just give more consistent pressure. Should be a good touch up the wall. That's fine. That's a good touch again. Nice. That was a good touch. Should we get a shot on here? That was a good try. It was awkward. So here, Chris, the best, I think what you're going to do is try to send it off the corner. But that won't really do anything considering there's no middle. That was almost a good touch for yourself. You sent it a little bit too close to him. If I were you, hit it off the wall there, because you probably have a lot of boost. Oh, no, you don't actually. So yeah, if I were you, send it either... Yeah, send it either right off the wall back towards the middle to Maddie. Try to send it off the backboard, or maybe in the corner so that Maddie else gets a touch. And here you kind of just give it too close to him because you know he probably has more boost than you. You only have 10, so you're not going to get to the ball and get a good touch, right? All right. And then that kind of throws away possession. They have possession here. They should have a shot on target. Mustang, if you see this happening, you need to go to this ball right now. You need to go as fast as you can, get the ball to the corner. Like right now, you're leaving it for Maddie, and now he just has a full dribble. If he has a flick here, it's a goal. Like, why are we, and that's it. That should have been a goal. Like, that was actually dreadful. Like that, you should cut this here because Maddie's the last back. You have to get. He doesn't know. This skipper guy probably doesn't know you're coming for him. Get pressure on the ball to make the third man's job less difficult, right? Instead, should have been a goal. Like I said, that you guys got very lucky there. Should have been another goal. That was a good read off the backboard. Good beat to him. Let me see you go with the wall here again. Yeah, that was good. That was a good touch. Mustang, you know he's going to jump for this. You still jump anyway. That should not be what happens. He's coming from a backward position, which knows he's either going to send it back towards net or he's going to get a doink, right? You should wait for him to do that because then you have a touch towards the corner, you get a pass mid, and then you're out of position. Like now Chris is the only one back. If he doesn't get a good touch here, then you guys are screwed. Luckily, he does get a good touch. A decent touch. Chris, if you do see this here, this guy just got bumped. You have a lot of space. Send it high so that your teammates have more chance to regroup and get a better touch on that. Because you send it to Maddie here. Touch off the backboard. Mustang could be hit ready mid for a shot, you know. Then instead this guy misses, that should be a goal. That you guys just got lucky there again. Which will happen, but it's not always the case. Okay. Okay. Let's see, actually. So instead of challenging this here, this skipper guy should have a really good touch, Maddie. So if I were you, just try to get back. Well, you are, yeah, so you just kind of go back there, Maddie, because you should expect your teammate to be in net already. Like, one thing also, you guys, to do, always turn back towards net off kickoff instead of turning towards wall. Because that way, if you're back here instead, you get to the net quicker. If there is a bad kickoff or somebody messes up, you guys can get back to the net on time. It's not worth it to try to get quicker to this right and risk a goal. Like, there's two clear sides. It's either you are more safe and you can still get to this ball very fast, or you just sit in net and you wait for like a missed kickoff or a cheat or something to happen so that you're back in net to get a good clear. Like, that should be a priority because kickoff goals are annoying. They could happen and they could really just hurt you guys a lot. Like, if that guy had a better touch, that could have been a goal if you weren't ready for it. So Maddie, go back there. Expect Mustang to be there on the goal line to get a save. That was a... Yeah, and that way you kind of just can't... Still gave it to him. It's not what you were trying to do, but it's what happened because you were in an awkward position. Unless he tries to get a touch here, but he can't. It's very hard to read this. He could hit towards the wall, towards the corner. So that's what he hits it towards corner. It should be a goal again. You guys got really lucky as well. Matt, you need to be further back in net here. I don't know if this was communicated from Zeus at all, but okay, actually, what should happen here is, Maddie, you should be pushing up close to this, and Zeus, you should be pushing back in net here. Because you just kind of cut each other off in panic, and this should have been a goal every single day of the week. And even here, it should have been. You guys got really lucky. And that was also very lucky. If he is rolling in front of the net like this, it's not hard, coming from this position, to just, like, flip into it to try to get a pinch out to the left side or something. Instead, you just wait for him to if you read that, you get him scored on. But you definitely could have read that. Alright. That's a good 50. You have a boost here. You have a lot of time. You do not need to touch it that hard here. Like, just get it. You can. You have 12 boost. Even then, like, you have enough to wait for it. Get a touch off the backboard here. If you like, wait for it to bounce a second later. You know, all that kind of stuff. That would be a pass to Matty if Matty was middle still. But since he saw you hit the ball like in panic, he didn't really go for it. All right, here this is a good position to be in. Be ready for a flick, Matty Mustang. You should be able to just touch this, take a 50. That was decent. Do not go here, Matty. This is not your job to go for it. Okay, solid. You should be rotating back quicker than this. Flipping, don't just sit on pads and drive around. Get in position first, and then slow down. Don't slow down to get into position. That was a good 50. Save. Okay, so a big thing on these wall challenges is kind of saving your second flip. Get a first touch there, and then save your second flip for when he touches it, because your second flip will help you regain the 50. A lot better. I think it's a good touch, and that was not a good touch. That was a decent touch. Chris, go a little slower. You're gonna demo it here. Oh, no. Because you need to be able to take this ball with you through the boost, because you just kind of threw yourself off, and you got lucky because he hit it towards the net, and you side flipped. That should have been a goal. That should have been a goal. Maddie, you hit that with the side of your car. You need to face the corner of your front is hitting it more, because that was such a bad touch. You know, like it was so open too. Here the ball is bouncing out, just side flips. If you're in a position, this is such a banger. Like, you went straight around the ball. You need to get more on the right side of it with your corner, and then flip with your corner like a kind of diagonal flip into the ball to get a banger towards the net. That should have been a goal 8 out of 10 times, especially at Grand Champ or the ranks that you guys have been in the past, which is Grand Champ. So another touch here. You could have had a much better touch towards the wall, Mustang. Like, I want you to be really optimizing your next touches, right? You could have had a touch so that it bounced first and then hit your car, so it went straight up. And instead it went too much towards the wall, then you would just struggle, you got a miss. If that didn't happen, you would get the boost, you'd go up the wall, you'd send it past middle, and then you'd have the ball still. Instead, this entire play is happening. That was a lucky bump miss. It should be an open net. You need to be going a little bit faster than that. Matt, you did a good job because Chris scared the shit out of you because he didn't go for it. This still goes in. Once again, that was good. That was just do it quicker. You won't get that much time in any other game. Even if you did call him off for it. That was a good banger off the backboard by them. Obviously, you're trying to read that. Try to get that middle if you can. I'm not saying you need to be calling it too, that you're middle here, because if you do, it's literally an open shot on that again. Instead, you kind of send it right to him, give it to him, and then it creates a really awkward ball for Matty. Matty should get a touch towards the corner here. That should not have happened either. You probably have a decent amount of boost. Yeah. This should, like, okay. If you air rolled upside down instead of all the way around like you did here. You went all the way around. If you just air roll upside down, just keep it upside down. And kind of diagonal. You want to like catch the ball, right? So if this were me, I would have my car so that nose is facing the left side and the bottom is facing the right side. Does that make sense? So it's like so like right like here, but kind of flipped. If you were like here, but instead your car is like kind of facing this way instead, like if you get a touch, or even if you're trying to get to that corner, then yeah, this is a good position for it. But instead you keep air rolling when you try to score on your own net. Like if you had a flip here, you would score, right? You don't want to do that. You want to get a touch here so that either bangs off the backboard high, goes to the corner, and so it doesn't bounce. But instead you gave it to him. This should have been a goal again. They missed because they're dog water. Gets a good push. You're taking it slow, which is fine. Get a 50 here. That's solid. Go towards the wall is always better because you can get a weird pinch. Leave it alone. You know. Okay, that should have been a hit too. I don't care if it lagged. You should have saw the hit there. Very solid hit. But instead, your jump got eaten by the ground because you jumped too early, and then you missed. And then Chris here gets a touch. You really went out of position there to get that boost too, Mustang. Like, if there is somebody mid and they're ready for it, you're just giving up this entire free open spot. You should be just getting these boost pads back here. That was a good touch. Chris should have another pass mid here. That was a good shot. That was a goal. So, just if you put it a little higher if you can. Like I said, you guys have a lot of time that you're just not capitalizing on. You need to be ready for it. You just see the ball and you're like, oh god, I got this now. It's not always the case. So you guys need to be just better with the shot. Whatever do touches. So on kickoff, this is what I'm talking about. When you should be flipping right away. You don't have that much time to get another touch on the ball by landing. Like you land like right here, and you're trying to. You should be landing like right here, and then flipping again, and then getting a touch. Like that way you won't have as many pinches. You won't have as weird kickoffs. If you save your flip, then you can get it more in the corner every single time. I will get it in the corner almost all of my kickoffs because of the fact that I just have gotten a solid system down for kickoffs. That should have been a touch as well. Like, I know it's coming fast, but still, you gotta hit that. Towards the wall. That way you'd have one person back, basically. That was a good touch. I like how you didn't use your second jump there. Would have thrown you off harder. So instead of going full here, you know he's gonna try to get a hit, like from like right here. Don't jump, bait this, and turn back because you know he's gonna get a touch. That way you cut off this middle pass. This should be a goal again here, but you guys got very lucky again. This should be a goal here, but he hit it straight up instead. That was a good touch. Okay. That was very obvious to see what he's doing here. He's going up the wall. You can see that right here, automatically, he's going to get a touch outfield into one of his teammates. So because of that, most of the time you should be facing out of the net, waiting for that to happen, so that when it does happen, you're not having to turn an entire 360 to get there. Okay. If you have all the time in the world again, that was not a good touch. You should hit it with your nose so that it goes in front of your nose instead of behind you. Here as well, just sending it up. Chris called him off right now, immediately. Do not send it back in the middle, Matty, because he will get scored on in most games. You get lucky because this guy landed on it. This will be a shot on that again. He misses it. Jesus Christ. Okay, you have all the time in the world. You should be shooting this. Yeah, that's all I was gonna say. That was a good touch. Let's see, actually. It actually wasn't that good of a touch because there's nobody up. There should have been somebody up, but there wasn't. But you should also still be realizing that, Chris. You have a lot of time, a lot of boosts. So, just make sure that you are getting a touch so that you can air dribble it, waste more time so your teammates have a better chance of getting it. You just gave the ball away. Like, you did nothing there. Absolutely nothing. I know the time's getting like low, but still. Alright, that's game over. So now I'll show you one of my replays is just show you more of what I mean by like just being ready for like touches and stuff. I'll just go through my thinking as I'm playing to help you guys out. Alright. So here, I'm going for kickoff. Watch how I do my kickoff here. Very, 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 very specifically. You see how I turn my card. This is how I do every single, no matter what side I'm on, left side, right side, this is how I do my kickoff. I wave dash, and then I touch. See how I approach the ball? I'm slow. Oh, okay. I was trying to stop it there, which is nice. Honestly, I totally did not expect that to happen, but that's how you stop it. Is just kind of spinning off the ball like that. We get a good stop. Okay, here I turn back because I'm not sure if they touch on the ball. This guy I know is gonna get a banger towards the net, so I'm just kind of rotating around. I see my teammate in net as well. He should have a good time. It should be easy with this. Right here, I see that guy's probably gonna hit towards the wall or the corner, so I'll just be ready for it. Try to give you 50 there, so my teammate has an easier touch there. This ball's coming for me. I know I can't do anything much with it. I send it out towards my teammate again. That was actually a really bad touch by me. I shouldn't hit that at all. My teammates are orange, not blue. Okay, I'm going back, getting this boost here, cutting this guy off. So this guy has no boost now, right? I'm getting underneath him. This guy has an open shot now. I should have scored that, but it's fine. This is me just contesting the guy without any boost. Just trying to get like more pressure on our side. I need to go back because I see that Brocco's an awkward touch. I'm on the wall here. I don't get it because it's like way too high for me. I go for this though, sending it upward. Trying to get another 50 here, just put pressure on him. He sends it mid. Trying to get a bump on that guy there. Study an easier touch on net. I rotate back. I gotta get a turn here. Shot on net because I saw like I saw that this guy was over flipping here right as I hit the ball. Like right here, I see both of them flipping, right? So I have an open shot basically right away. Take a shot, goes off the corner, and then I get a goal. Easy. Alright. On kickoff here, I'll be cheating. Brocco should get it back left, and our teammate behind me should get it. This is how I cheat. Nice and slow, so I'm ready for it. I have enough boost, so I'm fine. So your teammate's kind of awkward with this, but I know he can get to it. I still think he can get to it. I know he can't get another touch after that. Get a banger. I'm just going to get the boost. I'm not going to really contest this because I see our teammate behind us. Here, I'm just going to be ready to turn if I need to and get a shot, but if not, then yeah. And the reason why I didn't shoot this on net here is because I was awkward. I knew I wouldn't get a hard enough touch to get it on net. So I sent it to a spot where I knew my teammate could try to pass it back to me. If that was a little bit more towards me, that would have been goal every single time. I tried to get in the corner, but that was a good save by the defender. Okay, so here, knowing that my play is basically over, I'm just trying to rotate back. Goes right to me. I'm going to try to get a good touch so that I keep the ball. I'll put him in a really awkward spot with that second touch as well. Get a 50 middle. It's really high, so my teammate can have more time to get to it. It makes it awkward for the defenders and use more boost that way. So I go back. I see our teammate has this. I'm just kind of turn because I know that he's going to get a banger here. I'm middle, ready for the pass now. I get a touch because I know it's not. I just want to be the guy to the ball so he doesn't get sent back to the field. Pass towards middle. I was trying to get a Doomsday there, but I couldn't. I go back here. See our teammate can have the ball, so I'm going to turn again. This is going towards net. I'll be ready. I'll pass in this mid, hopefully. Or just take a shot. That should have been in again. If this were also me, I see Brocco mid. He did get bumped, so maybe that's why I took the shot instead. But bump this guy in back because we still have possession of the ball. Sends their back post person in a really awkward position. I'm turning here because I see our teammate has a free ball. I'm waiting for him. He probably calls it he's awkward. Get a touch towards the net really high because I don't want him to have an easy time getting the ball. I get a touch off the corner here again. That's a weird roll, but that should be in. Yeah, in the perfect world I would have hit that out middle, but I didn't want to get a pinch that would send it across super fast, so I just tried to send it down instead, so it would go off the bottom. That's a good 50. I'm waiting because I saw our teammate had it again. I just take this guy's boost. I should not have gone for that, but I got lucky and I see our teammate gets another touch here. I'm just trying to get a 50 because he has a pinch. Get this boost in turn. Waiting because I saw you to flip there. Send it back towards the corner because we have all the space in the world over there. There's no one over there. That was a dangerous touch because there could have been somebody middle. And that could have been a shot on target. I pre-jumped it, thinking that he would have a shot on target here. so I just wanted to get in the way in case he did, and then I got really lucky with the read, and I bounced it off the wall. I could have sent it back towards the wall better, but didn't have the best boost. I'm just going to put pressure on this guy. I don't have much boost, so I send it really high. That way, I'll have time to get to the ball, and they'll have a harder chance sending it up the field. The higher you put the ball and you're awkward, the more chance it'll be. So I go here. I shouldn't have rotated back towards net, and I did. This is like all my fault. I shouldn't have done this. I just missed I have to send high. Hit it towards the wall here. Try to get another touch, actually. Misses it. Demoed. Alright, this guy, I see he gets a touch. I turn back, wait for our teammate because he sees there. There's no reason to go. And now I have an open field, which means that if I try to get a touch on net, then I can. That was a really bad touch by me. I should have sent the high to backward. Knowing that I see my teammate go for the ball, I go back, get a banger up here. It's going off the ceiling. Good pass again. Try to get off backboard because I can't get a shot on target there. So our teammate, who's third back, can get a touch. Really risky 50-50. I stay in net because I see our teammates are fine over there. There's no reason for me going. Stay in a nice comfortable spot in net. Wait for a touch here. Get a touch towards the wall. That's the last time I saw our teammate was going over there. That was a good read by him. I'm not going to go for this. I'm just going to act like I'm going for it. Bounce off the corner. I read that. Try to send it middle because I know our teammate's over there. Unfortunate demo.
60 seconds left on the clock.
Okay, Brocco should have a free touch here. I'm waiting. Get a fake. And then get a goal. If you're in a position like this for a fake, and you see that this last guy, if he doesn't touch it here, he's getting scored on, you can easily bait him out every single time. And you don't lose very much because you have two other people behind you on your own team. So you beat him in for a fake, you get a goal. And that's the end of the game. They have forfeit after that. So I want you guys to be more aware of like knowing when to slow your play down, how to hit the ball so you're more like you're better with the ball in a lot of ways, so you can get like more consistent touches, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll put this on YouTube. I want you guys to look at this if you can. If you have any questions, please let me know. We can watch it together if you want to as well through Discord call or something. And honestly, a lot of the mistakes you guys are making is stuff that I really wish I could help with, but I can't because I can't hold your hand through a lot of things and help you hit the ball. I can help you with positioning, how to do things on kickoffs, what plays would have helped if you knew how to do it. But when it comes to just consistency of touches, I can't do anything. Like, it's all up to you guys to put the work in to make sure that you get more consistent. There's no easy way out of it. You want to make sure you get as good as possible because the better you get with your touches, the less you have to worry about them, which means the more you can focus on playing as a team rather than focusing on yourself and trying to hit the ball. So that'll conclude this one replay review. I'll do a couple more in the future with some more people's too, so that you guys get a better idea of what's going on. But for now, this is just for like a start for it. So